Hey everyone, my name is Daniel, and I'm an actor, and I'm openly gay. Uh, I'm gonna make this video now because I've been kind of putting it off, not for any particular reason other than I just wanted to kind of think about what I was gonna say, but realizing that I don't really need to think about what I'm gonna say or how I'm gonna present it. I'm just going to talk a bit about my experience. Um, I wasn't always openly gay. I didn't come out fully until I was 23 years old. I'm 26 now, and it really, really had a profound impact on my life, how I lived my life, and how I obviously conducted my relationships, not only with my partners, but also with my family and with my friends as well. And as an actor, it really affected my work. It really, really affected my work. I would have, you know, daydream nightmares, just dawdling off, thinking about what my career could be like and what my future would be like in film. And I just got these negative bombardments of, negative feelings and thoughts and feelings of inadequacy, feelings of, not being able to attain any success because of my sexual orientation. I spent countless years of my teenage life, up to my early 20s, battling who it was that I was, because I've always been so strong in accepting myself, but where I guess I lacked the strength was making the connection to be strong as myself within a system that doesn't support myself as myself. So to break barriers within myself, obviously it took a lot, and I had plenty of times when I cried and I broke down. I was on the verge, literally, of suicide myself. I knew I couldn't go through with it, but the action of actually carrying it out or moving forward with it it eased my mind a little bit. But I knew that I was going to live. I knew I had this immense will to live, so I didn't follow through. But the actions were easing to me, and here I was, contemplating suicide for a part of myself, my sexual orientation, that I didn't think could be a part of my career, and almost as if it would be a downfall in somehow or some way if anybody found out, or the fun that they could poke at me, or anything that they could do. Really not focusing on the light of my talent, of the light of my life, and of the relationships that I've built with amazing friends and the few people and the close ones that I did have around me. And it was almost irony in the most magical way, because just a few short years after, not yet, was my 19th birthday, I was crying into my sleeping arrangement. I was a struggling actor for a lot of my teenage years, in my early 20s, and I was wanting to kill myself so bad, because I was just not going to make it as a successful actor with the preference of who I am sexually. And it was almost like a defeating moment, and it just consumed me so much. But after that, after I had a good cry out, and forgot about it for a little bit, maybe for almost a year, just forgetting about acting or whatever it was, whatever I had to do to move on. And ironically, three years later, just a few short years later, after moving around and pursuing my career again, I work on a feature film, an independent film that was shot, in Toronto, where I live in Canada, and where I lived, and it was a very transgressive film, and I got to showcase a lot of my talent in there. We were an official selection at the New York City International Film Festival, and our film was nominated for Best Film. I was nominated for Best Actor, and I actually won the Best Actor award. So that changed things for me immensely for my career, but also for me on a personal level, because in that movie we dealt with a lot of topics, one of them being sexuality. And in that movie it was my first on-screen kiss with a guy. So I actually played a character. My character wasn't gay, but my best friend was. And I had to kiss him on camera in marriage with an issue that I couldn't even accept within myself a few short years ago. So at the end of my ropes and on the verge of suicide, with it easing my mind, I actually rose up. Took a while for me to dust off, but I moved on, and I actually married the two together in such a profound way. So what I'm here to say to anyone here, to anyone, if you're young, if you're a teenager, if you're midlife, if you're quarter life, whoever you are, wherever you are, realize that you are you, and you are who you are, and you have every right to be that person without trying too hard to be that person, or without defining why that person that you're being is true and is you. I'm here to tell you that I, Daniel McLean, know that it does get better, and it will for you. I'm certain. Much love.